Well, the state superintendent says on average, about 7% of Washington's public school budgets depend on federal sources. It's a little less than that here at the district in Seattle. But in some of the state's rural communities, more than 40% of school budgets come from federal funds. The cuts coming from the federal government are what concern local special education teacher Shannon McCann.
Yesterday, the student loan website was down. Today, we saw $1 billion cut from school nutrition.
Washington joined a lawsuit with 20 other states to block education department cuts that involve firing 50% of its workforce.
That was the president's mandate. This directive to me clearly is to shut down the Department of Education.
The U.S. Education Secretary talked about the layoffs on Fox News this week.
In a country where we right now have over 8 million openings in jobs, I think there'd be a lot of places for them to go. We'd like to help them get there.
Current U.S. Secretary, she's eliminating staff. I don't think she believes she has the authority to cut the budget. If Congress comes along and does that, you're talking about meals money through Department of Agriculture. You're talking about special ed funds and what we call Title I funds.
The state superintendent says those are dollars that go into high poverty communities. This map shows 5% of federal funding for Seattle public schools is at risk, but the areas in red that include rural and tribal communities stand to lose much more.
The impacts are already real. They could get exceedingly painful if we can't get responsiveness.
This is up to us to call our legislators and say that it is absolutely unacceptable to have any cuts. We need to make sure that the Department of Education is supported.
The 21-state lawsuit that Washington joined argues that cuts will severely impact critical services, particularly for students and families who can least afford it. Live in Seattle, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.